Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So today's going to be a pretty quick video, but just showing some of the products that I'm using on this wash day. So I'm using a detoxifying shampoo because I had gel in my hair last week. And then, of course, the Mono's Hair shampoo. And then the Mono's Hair deep conditioner, which I think is sold out on her site right now. So I'm glad I've been using that kind of sparingly. And then I said I wasn't going to use those samples of the Amika. I was just going to use it in my mom's hair. But I actually tried them out. I'm not going to use them today. But I tried them out, and they actually worked pretty great in my hair. And they smelled really good, too. So, yeah. But I also purchased the Briogeo Curl Charisma line. Now, I had bought a sample of that last year. But in the samples, they only have the shampoo, the conditioner, the deep conditioner, and the leave-in cream, which I just showed, which I think is stupid. Why do I need two conditioners? But I have the full size of the gel, which is the only other styler, which I'm kind of upset about because they used to have a curl custard, which I think would have been great, but I don't think that's on the market anymore. But at any rate, that's what I'm using in my hair today is the leave-in cream and the gel. And right now, this is me after getting out the shower, and I'm just going to detangle my hair with the leave-in. And that has become actually my favorite part of my wash day now is detangling outside the shower with the leave-in because it's just so much easier, and with the unbrush is just, I don't know, it's really easy for me. And I think it's also easy because my hair, obviously it's grown over the past few years, but it's not super long, which is another reason why I don't get why people obsess so much over length. Like, in my opinion, that just makes wash day more difficult. So, people complain that, doing their natural hair is so hard. It's like, then why would you want all that hair? Wouldn't that make it more difficult for you? But that's just my opinion. But anyway, so last week when I used the leave-in and the gel, my hair was more or less in like finger coils, and it stayed like that pretty much the entire week. Like, as you could see at the beginning of the clip before I washed my hair. This time around, I just did like a real easy wash and go. You're going to see when I put the gel in, I'm just, using the praying hands method and then just doing like some shingling. But so with that, my hair isn't going to be like super defined. And I actually don't mind that because I think the way we treat gel, because it can define our hair, as the only benefit of using it. And I really just kind of think of gel as just like, it's just going to hold your wash and go. It doesn't necessarily have to give you perfect definition. I'm just okay with it just holding like that shape for the whole entire week and it getting bigger. And if I lose some definition, I lose some definition. And I think that's part of the problem with when we use different gels, because we put so much in just for the definition. And then that's just going to make your hair crunchy and flake anyway, which I did actually have a little bit of flaking last week, but I think that's because, I don't really use gels. I use mousse, as I've mentioned in other videos, to define my hair. But we'll see if I have any of the flaking this week. And it really wasn't a lot. It was very minimal at the top of my hair. And it was really towards the end of the week anyway. But this was my wash day. I did this in the evening. And so I'm going to include a clip at the end of what my hair looked like the next day. But yeah, just quick review of the Briogeo line. I actually really like Briogeo. It's just too expensive to like buy all the time. But I do actually want to try. They have a new set of oils from their Style and Treat line, and I want to try the one for the curly hair. Hopefully I can get it next week, and I'm going to use it to put my hair in some twists because I'll be out of town and I kind of want my hair put away. But I'm going to stop talking. Voiceover Brittany is getting ready to sign off, and thanks for watching.